What's up, Tay? How's it going?
Folk chilling, really, in the rack, doing my thing as always. How you coming? What you want?
Man, just getting it in, over here working, man, I love working with you. You know what I'm saying? This is our third interview.
Yeah, folk, we got some pieces together already. Folk now.
We do. We got some classic shit out there already, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we're going to hit them with something a little different this time. I think, there's a lot of current events, going out there. I think, fans really love your take on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yungeen Ace and Foolio have been going viral lately for dissing the dead. Have you seen the videos?
Yeah, I've been seeing that on Frodom. I've been seeing that. I be both of they shit. I just listen to the music, you feel me? I don't really be even trying to keep up with the beat part. Niggas just actually be hard. Like, it really don't even be about the beat. You be just coming up, and once you get to a certain level of success, you start hearing about other rappers, or once you get a site, like I be in Florida. I got a lot of Florida homies. I got a lot of Florida associates, you feel me? So, and I'm an actual rapper, so I kind of be on to shit probably before the public if I'm really like in tune with it, you feel me? So, like, I really just be like fucking with both motherfuckers' music and shit. So I be hearing everything that's going on.
Well, I know you don't like rappers dissing the dead.
Mm-hmm.
How does it make you feel? You know what I'm saying? To now it's spread. You know what I'm saying? Dissing the dead is spread outside of Chicago now.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I mean, like, bro, you know what thing I had to really do? I had to stop putting forcing my like what I believe in on everybody else. That's like a motherfucker being Muslim and you like, I don't want to fuck with you. You a Christian. You feel me? Like, if you don't believe this and how I view life, I don't want to. You feel me? Like, I can't really condemn a motherfucker for like how they was raised or what's going on in their climate. You feel me? Like, I've been in this shit so long, I was just able to go and be in a lot of situations where I had to really see like that's what I was on. You feel me? Like, but for motherfuckers who is doing it, like, that's just the climate they in. A lot of motherfuckers be feeling like, oh, I only dissed him because he dissed my homie. But before he made this song, you dissed this homie before that. And before you made that song, he dissed your homie before that. So a motherfucker get 100 disses in, they don't even remember who said what first. Sometimes motherfucker diss you off some shit your homie said. Like, oh yeah, your homie that's a rapper said fuck my homie. So I'm saying fuck y'all dead homie. You feel me? Now you end up, y'all. This shit just, you don't even be knowing who sent the first shot, who said the first nothing. You feel me? So it's like, with me, I look at that shit like shit. That's what's going on in Florida. You feel me? Like, obviously they good at it. They making hits, tracks, just going cool on each other. Like, you feel me? So that's really like how I look at that shit, for like, I really just don't even worry about how I look at shit no more. Cause honestly, I knew when I got to coming how I was coming, that one no, I lost fans, I lost views, all type of shit converting and moving how I move and having to change of heart. Cause there's a lot of fans that's joining to hear that. They don't want to hear nothing but that. Once you start trying to be positive or go a different route from what they know you for, you feel me? And Foolio and Yungeen Ace, they brought up like that too. Like, they brought up off that hot shit. So once they start rapping about some real nigga shit, they probably don't even get the same response out of their fan base. You feel me? Because they probably, fan bases be hit. You'll feed your fan base so much negative shit. When you finally get on some other shit, they be like, what the fuck is this? You ain't even sounding like yourself. They think you trying to sound like somebody else. I'm just trying to stop talking about dead niggas in every song. Like, I'm running out of shit to say about these niggas. I can't keep saying, whoop the bam, and yeah, I can only talk about how he died 50 times. What the fuck? Like, I was supposed to say something about him in every song? Like, I was supposed to keep going every track. You feel me? They be wanting motherfucker to go every track, bro. You feel me? So, like, with that, it just be like, that's what they own. You feel me? Like, but shit, honestly, they not really tainting their music. They still going cool. Like, some niggas be needing to do that because they talent ain't there. Like, people be having to get the views from something else. You feel me? Because they talent ain't there. They ain't really got no bars, so they in that bitch, we smoking, just saying shit that's gonna make a motherfucker like, damn, he disrespectful as hell. Now you getting all these disrespectful views instead of actually being hard. You feel me? So at least they still good rappers while they doing all that. Really, cause this niggas I got out there just diss niggas. Every track they so fucking weak. On beat thing, they so fucking weak. I don't even pay attention to the part where they diss my homies. I just listen and be like, bro, this shit weak as hell. Like, put some talent in this in the guys. Like, what the fuck? Put some heart in that weak ass bar. That shit was weak as hell. You could have kept my homie name out of that shit. You feel me? Like, that's how I look at that shit. So, like, at least they still like going cool with it. You feel me?
Yeah, they're definitely, their views, their followers, everything's expanding for both of them. Well, Casanova is looking at some serious time.
Yeah.
He, he's in the feds.
Yeah.
They won't give him bail. And recently, I interviewed Bosco 100. I don't know if you know who he is, but he's a rapper.
I be seeing his shit.
Okay, you seen him?
Yeah.
Okay. And he has some things to say about Casanova that a lot of people were mad about. And he felt that, Casanova hasn't even been in there that long, and, he's on the internet, complaining. Saying, stuff like nobody's looking out for him, or this or that, and his assessment of everything was that, he thought that, it's not looking good that he's gonna stay solid because of the things that he's been saying on Twitter and publicly.
Like he gonna do some, like he ain't gonna stand 10 toes with that shit. Like he gonna get the tweaking or something, like talking.
That's what he thinks.
I don't know, man. I feel like Casanova, and I don't know him personally, but I feel like he just I don't feel like that's his angle. I don't feel like that's, and I ain't the type. I wouldn't even, like, even though I don't know him, I wouldn't even act like that's some shit that I could see in him or put on his name, or I need to know him to even vouch for. No, I don't have to know you to feel like that's some shit that's how you are. You feel me? So, like, I don't know him, but I don't feel like that's his route. Plus, bro, like, dude, man, he the guy. Like, you feel me? Like, I ain't trying to put no, but like he the motherfucker that niggas gonna try to put down. You feel me? If they coming for him, they gonna want him more than anybody else. Like, that's who they want. You feel me? That's who they gonna make the face of the whole indictment. It's really like only people could cross him out or backdoor him, or how I look at it. You feel me? From what I see, but like, just to speak about the experience or the shit that was being said that he was saying on Twitter, bro, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I've noticed? Like, people just be human, bro. Like, when you in jail, bro, like, having a phone, I'm not saying he do, but like, however these messages getting across, if they like spur of the moment ass shit, cause I say shit at a spur of the moment, cause Twitter sometimes, bro, Twitter make, like, you will be tweeting, releasing stress on that bitch, like, getting that shit off, you feel me? Not to saying like you just telling your business, but just really like venting on the way, kinda, you feel me? But like, at the spur of the moment, shit get to you, folk, and you say shit, you feel me? Like, he harder than that, you feel me? I don't think this shit gonna get to him. Like, he been in prison, he been in a cell, he been in a cell and in a box before, you feel me? Like, you feel me? So it's like, he best probably in his feelings at the moment, because I'm pretty sure ain't shit different from the bid that he experienced in the state prison. You feel me? And he just got more money and more ties. He probably thought more people was gonna be there, but I mean, when you did a bid, bro, you got them. That's why, like, when I was in jail, bro, I limited anybody that I would need. Like, I only made sure I depended on people that I knew was gonna be there. I didn't waste time putting people in my bid. Like, you could ask nigga, my homies, nigga from my hood. I never asked no nigga from my block for a dime. I never called no no bitch like, oh, I need this and that. I didn't open up them type of doors for disappointment. You be already disappointed about enough in jail. I ain't gonna lie, like, you be in that bitch fucked up, head fried enough. You whatever you can control, you can control. When I call, I'm calling. C Money, Sue, Ox, my pops, my mama, my sisters. You feel me? Like, really household ass people. Like, outside of that, I ain't put no stake, or I ain't put no like, I didn't want nobody I ain't put no pressure on nobody to do nothing. Like, I ain't never asked nobody to come see me who actually didn't come see me. Like, that was sending me, like, them type of people that I felt like I was talking to people that I felt was like them that felt it was an obligation to come see me. Like, I know they gonna come see me, and that's who I want to come see me. I ain't finna waste time like, "Fo, come see me," woo, and I know he flaky or she flaky, be lying or not answer the phone at a certain time. Them type of people, I ain't. Fuck you. Y'all know you have been in, cause bro, when that bitch, like, when they do tell you they gonna do it, you be looking for that shit. When a motherfucker tell you, all right, bro, I got you, I'm finna send you some shit, finna send you that, you be looking for that 50. You be expecting that shit. You be already filling out your commissary list, banking on whatever the fuck that 50 finna buy you. Like, you already, oh yeah, I gotta get me my fresh blue, woo woo, she coming to see me Friday, da 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 da. I gotta do this and that, she gonna be here. You already, like, in jail, you be looking forward to that shit. You feel me? So when a motherfucker tell you something and they lie, it hurt even more, cause you been already done prepared yourself and got your mind wrapped around this, and then once it don't happen, your whole entire day from that day forward is fucked up. Especially when you in prison, cause when you in the county, people closer to you, they can come see you more often. In a joint, niggas be hours away, niggas be 3, 4, 5 hours away. Ain't nobody finna come see you 3 times a week, bro. You feel me? Like, you be glad a motherfucker come see you once a month, once you that far away. You know what I'm saying? So, niggas folk probably just in his feelings at the time and shit coming out, you feel me, shit being said, but really he harder than that. He know this shit and what it come with, in my eyes, at least, you feel me? And he just really probably was just in his feelings, but he know, you feel me? Like, anybody that been in that jam, bro, you gonna be lied to, you gonna be sent off, you gonna see who really ain't with you, you feel me? So when you go back in that bitch, like, after my first bid, and I limited a lot of shit my first bid, you feel me? Like, I didn't do a lot of shit my first bid. That's just how I am. Like, I ain't put nobody in my business or put no stake or pressure on nobody to do nothing for me. My first bid, I was straight. I ain't never missed a stove. My whole bid, anytime I ever been inside of jail, I ain't never missed no stove when I was able to make stove. If I was on C grade or something, that was one thing. But if I'm thorough, I ain't missing no stove. I was thorough. I was always 100 in jail. So that's what I did. But, you know, folks just probably was in his feelings. That's what I feel like. I don't feel like he gonna do no talking, though. I ain't gonna go that far and say none of that.
And you know, I recently interviewed Foolio, and in the interview, you know, we talk about this in the dead, and a lot of blogs thought he went too far by going to the graveyard, but they also thought that he went to the actual gravesite of one of his ops, but he didn't. It was just a random graveyard.
I done shot plenty of videos at the graveyard before. This is what it was. They thought I was at his homeboy's gravesite when I wasn't. I just went to a random graveyard and shot the video. Like, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going that deep. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't that fucked up in the head to go to somebody dead homeboy grave. Hell, I wouldn't want nobody to do that to my people, you know what I'm saying? Because karma real at the end of the day.
Do you think hip-hop has gone as far with the dissing as it can go, as far as disrespect?
Man, like, bro, I don't know what the fuck could happen next. Like, shit like that, like, and this should be crazy, because it's like everything got some type of like everything got some type of way that it could just get better, even negative shit. Like, you can get way better and more disrespectful at just antagonizing your ops. Like, I seen Von do this shit. Like, bro, you just overly just, oh my God, why would you say that? Like, you feel me? Like, nigga just get to saying shit make you think like, what the fuck, fool? Like, you really hate these niggas, fool. Like, on Biddy, like, that shit be crazy. You feel me? Even disrespectful, cause like back then, all we used to do was just burn t-shirts and shit. We wasn't trying to go to niggas' grave sites and all that shit. We make a motherfucking fuck rear t-shirt and burn that bitch. You feel me? Or, you know, some shit like that. You feel me? Outside of just saying names and songs and shit. But what niggas is doing now, you feel me? I wouldn't be surprised if a motherfucker started shitting on niggas' grave sites. You feel me? Motherfucker take a fat ass shit on the nigga. I mean, I wasn't surprised. You see where we going with this shit, folks. Motherfuckers popping up. Even though that's a random nigga motherfucking grave site, that's still somebody's grave. You over there playing on they shit. Folks crazy. Folks over there playing on they shit on full like that's just crazy. You hear me? Like, so, like, you can only get, cause it's gonna be a nigga that's gonna come. And then it's like, bro, once you doing this shit, like, who to say, like, all right, say, I'm gonna take them two out of the equation. I'm gonna just put two random rappers. Just to say, a rapper did some shit like that, right? One of these two regular rap niggas beefing. One of them do a video like that. He actually on his homie grave site though, doing all this shit on one of his real dead ops grave site. How a nigga gonna one up that, bro? How do you one up folks going on our dead homie grave site and dancing on this shit and spitting on it and pissing on it and why you one up that? What we got to do to respond to that? Oh, we gotta go shit on his shit. We taking a shit right on this shit. You feel me? Or bring a dog outside, let your dog shit on their grave. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Motherfucker get to doing all type of shit on niggas' graves, folks. You feel me? Like, these people, like, cause you can only, like, niggas, that's why this shit be getting so bad. Cause niggas be trying to one up niggas, bro. Like, oh yeah, that bitch ass nigga said that. Go in the studio. Yeah, we gonna make your mama suck my... Like, just get to going cool, saying shit that they just think disrespectful for. You feel me? That's really all it be. That's really all it be, folks. So it's like, I don't think niggas is done. I think we can get way worse than what we do it right now, folks. Like, honestly, I think niggas could get wild, folks. Cause it's like, I ain't gonna be surprised. I was surprised when I seen that video. I said, damn, he on folks' grave site? Like, whoa. He doing it, you feel me? Like, already the boss was already like, he was already going cool, you feel me? So it's like, when I seen that part of the video, I'm like, damn. Oh yeah, he opened doors for some wild shit. Now we gotta watch the next motherfucking video in a response to this shit, like what they gonna be doing. You feel me? Cause like all they, bro, you see, like, soon as Yungeen Ace made that shit, look what Foolio finna do. You feel me? Now Foolio gotta one up that. He gotta one up that Who I Smoke shit. That's why that Fantasia shit came out. You feel me? So it's like, niggas be doing that back and forth. It'll get more disrespectful because niggas ain't never done running out of ideas. One thing I know for sure, like, mind a powerful thing, bro. Niggas sit and think long enough, he gonna figure out some shit to go out with a bang with. You feel me?
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. When we talked about it, I just let him know, I interviewed a lot of dudes from Chicago, and, Chicago has had a lot of rappers pass away. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of dissing of the dead, and, I just tried to, bring a little positivity to it.
Yeah, for I ain't gonna lie, like, really, for like, shit be so goofy. That's why I be hating, like, me now. I don't even like really trying to like give insight on a lot of shit, cause like how I think about shit now and how motherfuckers be knowing who I am and they think how I supposed to still think about shit. It be totally different. And niggas be trying to act like because I think this way, like I'm like softer now or something. You feel me? But like shit so watered down now, bro. Like it be so much shit niggas will do, and you don't even know like if this shit really gonna mean something. Like, say for instance, bro, like I was just telling my homie a couple years ago, like when I was in the streets for real, when I really felt like my heart was in this shit, I would have died for LA. I would have died for D-Thang. I would have died for Lil Boo. Like, I would have died for 40. Like, any of my niggas, Lil Steve, nigga, I would have, like, we could have went out blasting together. Like, this how I feel, you feel me? But, and this is just period in the last 10, 12, 15 years. Niggas would have died for their homies. If a nigga that been from his hood at least 10 years and he ain't dead or in jail, ask him, is he still gonna die for niggas? Niggas, hell no. Nigga probably would die for a nigga or two from his hood that he probably still be with every day because that's their crowd. But as far as like nigga risking his life for his whole block and feeling in love with his everything that's going on around, niggas don't feel that same love for their whole surroundings no more. You feel me? So it's like, when you risking your life, because it's still the same time, you might get even more time. Like, even though I would have died for LA, if I would have did something for folks and went to jail behind it, I would have got 50 years. But I would have loved LA so much, I would have took it different. You feel me? But now, you get 50 years for a motherfucker who ain't even gonna write you. Ain't gonna even come see you not one time. Ain't really probably even fuck with you like that. You feel me? And then, like, that shit get way harder to do. You feel me? Like, so you gonna go do 100 for niggas for some shit that really ain't got no value no more. You feel me? Or you gonna, like, be cool or move different, or just like me, bro. Like, I ain't never, like, on my son, I ain't never, like, duck no smoke. But I just approach everything different when it's beef. You feel me? Like, I'm one of them type of niggas, like, when it's smoke with me, bro, I'ma play hard. I ain't gonna let shit be minimal or be out here like it's smoke, but I ain't on no motherfucker. I'm gonna get on your ass if it's beef. I ain't gonna lie to you. If it's some shit going on out here in Iraq and it's really like that, it's gonna be that. So before I really jump that, because once I jump in, I ain't jumping out till I heard something. You feel me? So to the end, if it's some shit that I can avoid or I can really like make sure that this the right move to make, I'm gonna take that. You feel me? I ain't jumping out here with my head cut off, you feel me? Because this shit ain't what it used to be. You gonna get caught, you gonna get 50, and on top of that, what you did that shit for ain't even about nothing. It don't mean shit. So you in that bitch with nothing. You finna miss 60 summers for nothing. Some shit that's watered down. You feel me? So, like, really, for like, in the streets, folk, I lost a whole lot of homies, folk, and behind a beef that I don't even know why the fuck our hood was into it with them. You grow up in hoods, you get to inheriting beefs and shit. Like, oh yeah, oh you from woo woo woo. Oh that mean you into a woo 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 now. You feel me? Like, I don't even know woo 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 now, but our hood's beefing and I'm growing up on this side, so it's cracking. You feel me? Like, so when this shit go down, folk, it's gonna go down for real, folk. So when you do shit and you be out here doing that type of shit, folk, you gotta really have, like me, my heart ain't in it like it used to be. You feel me? Like, I'm still a street nigga because I still aware of my surroundings. I'm still, like, acknowledge what went on in the past and how I gotta move to stay alive, and you feel me, how I gotta keep it on me and all that. But as far as a lot of shit, like, the climate is different, you feel me? And I know that a lot of risks ain't worth taking with a lot of this shit going on around me. So, like, when you in this rap shit and you beef with niggas, folk, make sure you know everything that you going hard for is, like, really, like, some shit that reap rewards, or some shit that really should be going on. Because when shit go left, folk, you gonna be sent somewhere, you gonna be stuck in this shit, folk, and you gonna be out the way, motherfucker gonna leave you hanging. It's gonna be ugly. You see, like, Casanova, he feeling that. Like, you just talking about how he feeling off this little time he been in there. Imagine, motherfucker, how you are getting your feelings after you done served 10 and you got 50 more to go. And motherfuckers already done gave up on you year 2. And you got 40 more.
That's real shit, man. That's real shit. Some of the recently sad news, well, I don't want to say recent, but, you know, since our last interview, is King Von passed away.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you guys meet? I know you, I think I seen somewhere that, you know, your sister and him used to be together.
Yeah, like, no, we was already hanging together. That's how he met my sister. You feel me?
Okay.
We was already hanging together and shit. I had met Von and shit. It was like we was shorties and shit on video. He was phone or what the fuck, he must was just like, you know, cause folks been catching cases since we was real young, so he was probably like fresh out of something. So I remember folks, he get out and shit. I come in the wake, you feel me? It's a nigga outside with a coat on, unzipped, with no shirt on under. Like he got no shirt on under a coat, a long, like a kind of long, like puff coat, you feel me? With a hood and everything, but he got it unzipped and he ain't got no shirt on. Folks out here showing his chest and shit, his six pack. So now I see it, I keep going and shit. I was going to motherfucking switch. I come back out. Oh man, what the fuck? On video, I see folks for real on video. I'm for who is folk? Like folk, why do he got this fucking like why is shit like that on video? I'm asking one, I forget who I was talking to. So on them grade, like I end up like, hey man, that's Von. That's one of the guys. Well, I'm all right, cool. You feel me? You know, they talk about him like folks third. You feel me? So I'm okay, cool. But we end up in the midst of that, bro, the whole entire day, like he never left my side. Like we had one of them like instant ass moments, like the whole day, like we end up kicking it for the whole day. Like day one, we just feel me, overly locked in, it just was a whole day of just overly gang banging, kicking it, rotating. You feel me? In the just 4, 5 in the morning. You feel me? So when they get the next day and shit, you feel me? We or it's probably like, not the next day, probably like the next week. He kept coming outside with his shirt off, with no shirt on under his coat. One day he doing that shit because I stayed in the hood too. I stayed on 600. So, you know, our hood's right down the street from each other. So I end up going to the hood to walk to the crib one day, you know, cause folk like back then, a lot of the guys from the they used to like fuck with us and shit, but they'll fuck with us when we was in the you feel me? Like everybody niggas really wasn't coming outside of the fucking with us, not cause they couldn't or like ain't fuck with us. It's just like they was just, you know, was like a gated community. You feel me? Like when you in that bitch, you probably and how them gates make you feel. They make you feel like you safer than just standing in somebody's hood with just fields and cuts and gangways everywhere. You feel me? Like they in a gated community inside their own shit. So really, when you come to the you in that bitch with phone them, you kicking with them when you in that shit. You feel me? But folks getting there like. Nigga, folk, I'm finna walk to the crib. Come on, we gone. Like, he wanna come, folk wanna come with me. You feel me? Like, damn, folk wanna come gangbang outside the wick. All right, bet, we gone. Cause we was going to the front, all type of shit. We was chalupping, you feel me? We spinning the block. Phone them, we come. You go to my crib, we go through my back door. That's how you met my sister. You feel me? That's how you met Mina.
And you know, you guys instantly clicked and just started hanging out like that?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, our hoods, they already was clicked up and shit. So it's like, you a member already. You feel me? It's just like how a personal bond is now. At this point, you already a member. You official. It's like, but it's like we click on some. All right, you feel me? We fuck with each other on a personal level. Cause it's like when you block, you 6-0, everybody fuck with each other. You feel me? But it's like everybody don't got a relationship with each other. You feel me? Like if that makes sense. Like you feel me? Cause our hoods clicked up, we all the BDs and shit. So we all locked in, but everybody don't rotate with everybody. You feel me? Everybody ain't looked at. Like it was a point, me and Von, we was hanging so much. Von was 600 and I was O-Block. Like, you feel me? Von, like when LA died, Von took, like me and Von, we took that L together. Like, you feel me? Like Von was like one of them, like type. We hang with each other so much. He on the 6 with me and LA and them, we on the block. Me and LA and them, we in the O with folks them, but we really with like it's Von is in our crowd. You feel me? Like that was one of this like that. You feel me? So we just jammed crazy like instantly. You feel me? Me, him, LA, we all got close to hell quick.
What did you think when he caught his case?
Which one?
The murder case. The murder case.
Man, that shit is as bad as it's like I was shocked that I wasn't shocked because he always in jail. And I wasn't shocked that he was locked up for murder anyway, cause how he was. But it was like damn, nigga, like, why is you, like, bro, you had just got out. Like folks be, like, this, like, that was a real turnaround. Like, that's what I'm like, damn, like, I'm damn, fo. Like, what the fuck? It probably been 3-4 months. You feel me? Like, it's probably one of those type of things. Like, I'm damn, fo. You feel me? And it had really threw me off guard was because Vaughn had got locked up for something else, and they put a body on him. He was finna get out, and they put the murder on him. He never got initially arrested for no murder, so I was shocked that that's what it turned into. That's why I was shocked. Like when he had first went to jail, he had got arrested. It was supposed to be a shooting or something, but they didn't have nothing on him. You feel me? And they was trying to like hit him with that being around web. They had recovered some guns, and they tried to hit him with like you on parole, they gonna violate you for being around guns while you on parole. But he went and synced the parole board, and they didn't violate him. They didn't violate him for being around the guns. So he was finna get out, and as he finna get out, he was finna get let out of the county. They put a bond on him. They put a murder on him, a murder and attempt. He called a murder and attempt before he got out. That's what I was shocked about. Like, not really that he caught a murder or that he even like, it was just like, nigga, you was just got out, bro. You feel me? You was just finna get back out, and then you wasn't just enough for that. If they would have initially knocked folks up, I would have been like, well, you know, he gonna get that shit in order, beat that shit, you feel me? But it was like, it had turned into that. Like, that wasn't even the plan. It wasn't even what we knew was going on at first.
Vaughn was like, he seemed like a really important person. I mean, not to say that anybody else isn't important.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes there's dudes kind of like, you know what I'm saying, that stick out.
Mm-hmm.
He seemed like that type of person.
Yeah, he was always that type of whatever. Like, he was always important to whatever he felt like being a part of. Like, if he felt like he was gonna be the toughest nigga in jail that 3.5 year bid, he was like focused on being the toughest nigga in that bitch. Like, his whole 3.5 years, all he did was whoop niggas. Like, he wanted that. He wanted niggas to know when they see him, they was gonna have to get whooped. You feel me? Like, ops, that's what he focused on. In the streets, he wanted to be the biggest gangster in Iraq, in the world. That's what he wanted to be to a certain point. And he was out here trying to do shit to be that, to be considered that. That's what he wanted to be. If he said it was a no op tolerance zone, you could see by the people he had around him, like he bred that. Like when he first got on and he was getting lit up, even before he just died, everybody trying to tell him to do different shit, stop dissing people, stop saying this and that. And he kept getting bigger and he kept doing the same shit cause he gonna do what he wanna do. And whatever he feel like he on, he's gonna do that to the best of his abilities. So if he feel like I'm gonna be rich and I'm gonna diss the ops and ain't nobody gonna do shit and I'm gonna keep getting rich, that's what he gonna do. And he gonna focus in on that and be that, you feel me? So it's like whatever he wanted to be, like you see how you say like, man, he was important. That's cause everything that he ever tried to do, he put a lot of time, effort, and energy into that shit. Made his personality be like that. Made that shit stick out. Made himself important. You feel me? Like you see, when he got on, he was invested in being a neighborhood hero, and that's what he did. He bought his hood chains. He paid for bonds. He was bonding people out for bodies. Like, folks bond motherfuckers out for bodies. You feel me? Like,
Who'd he bond out for a body?
He bonded out one of the females from his hood that had caught like some murder, like not like on some whack the motherfucker shit, but like on some, just a whole little story behind it, but it was some accidental shit on basically. But he went and got her. You feel me? Like he went and signed motherfuckers and gave some females some money. You feel me? He went and put up thousands and went to his hood with 100,000 cash and passed it out. He was invested in. You see, after he died, nigga, they still had the turkey drive in O Block that he was already had going on with Steve before he got killed. You know, he got killed like on the 6th of November. And that turkey drive shit was later that month. He had already had it going on. Like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to pass out turkeys and we going to have everybody come to the wick. Like, he had that. He all, as much shit as he did bad, he was focused on like creating his face as far as like how everybody viewed him outside of his ops. Like if you was an op to him, he didn't give no fuck how you looked at him. He wanted you to hate him because he hated your ass. But everybody outside of that, he was focused on being a neighborhood hero. That's why he became like how he was. Anything he focused on, folks used to be a good ass drawer. Like when he focused on like, all right, I'm gonna draw Goku. He gonna draw Goku raw as hell, for like right in your face. For them like, I'm in this bitch. See, when he started rapping, he ain't rap, but when he started rapping, he became damn good at rapping, fo. He one of them niggas like, fo, one of them motherfuckers like, if he set his mind to it, fo, he could probably do anything. That's one of them type of niggas, fo. Him and my homie D-Thing, they was them type of niggas, like, they could do anything. Them niggas was fighters, shooters. You know, they niggas that fuck hoes, pretty boys, niggas and shit, and niggas scared of them. You feel me? Like, it's all type of shit like that, and they loved and worshipped where they from. You feel me? Like, shit like that did real thorough shit in the area. You feel me? Like, that's how that shit was.
You had mentioned that Von wanted to be the biggest gangster in Chicago. Is that something he always wanted from as a kid, or was there a situation that made that happen?
I ain't gonna lie, from I knew him as a kid, and from what I could always remember, he just was like that. Like I mean, like we losing dead homies, so like ain't no telling if losing OD made him wanna, you feel me, or losing, like, you feel me, made him wanna psych out, you feel me, but like he one of them niggas, for like Von love his niggas on phone them. He love his surroundings. Like he cherished everything going on around him. So say for instance, if I love all y'all and this niggas out here that's trying to get y'all, I'm getting their ass. That's how folks looking at this shit. Cause he love niggas that much. Like I feel like that's why he put his life and freedom on the line and did all of the shit he did. Cause he loved his niggas. Like, and the more motherfuckers that he lose, the more motherfuckers he gonna try to make other motherfuckers lose. You feel me? Like he one of them type motherfuckers. He lose a motherfucker, he want 2-3 niggas to go. You feel me? Like he one of them type of motherfuckers. Like he just like, and I saying like that's what he was doing or nothing. I'm just saying like this is how he view shit. Like he love motherfuckers so much. You bring any type of harm or like any type of fluky shit or like any type of dramatic, any type of drama or death to his area, he gonna try to like step on that shit. That's why I feel like he probably didn't want to be the biggest gangster, but he just was in love with his surroundings, and anything that threatened, anything that was going on around him that he loved, he was on that with. You feel me? That's how it probably was.
You know, I interviewed Bo Dill, and we talked about Von a little bit. And he had mentioned that, you know, Von was really about his people and helping people out, and you know how he brought his bag back to the block. You know what I'm saying? Like, quick. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, you know, after he done made, you know, $50 million, you know what I'm saying? Like, he did it, you know what I'm saying, off the top of Von being a good dude and buying O-Block chains for everybody.
But I respected Von because Von was for his people, and he was a team player, and he did that shit the way it was supposed to be done. Like, he went and got the bag and brought it back to his people and broke bread with his people, and he really wanted to see his people succeed and make it. And he put them in positions to really win. Like, he the definition of a real GOAT. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nobody that got their deal and then brought their bag back to the projects and break bread with all his people the right way. Hopping on songs with them, uplifting them, helping to put them in a position to win. Like, he did that shit like a big homie, but a young nigga doing big homie shit. You know what I'm saying? How can you not love and respect a nigga like that?
You know, what did you think when you seen all that?
Me and him talked about the O-Block chain shit. You feel me? When he did it, cause I wasn't surprised though. Like I tell you, I know Von, and even when Von was broke, he was a nigga that like did for people. Like Von, like I told you, he always had hoes. So when he get out, imagine Von always fresh out, cause he always going back to jail quick. So when he get out, he find hoes, fuck them, older bitches, younger bitches. He taking their cars, giving motherfuckers ride to go see the guys, giving motherfuckers rides to go to court for the guys. he fucking these hoes, they giving him a little honey, cause he ain't never did drugs. Like he ain't started doing drugs till like he beat this body, cause like I say, he always fresh out of jail, so he always on probation or parole, so he can't never do drugs. So he getting his money from hoes. He'll come and buy the guys some weed. He used to come in my face, man. We all, you know, I'm younger than him. I'm like 2-3 years younger than Von. So he fucking hoes, getting money out of them. I'm fucking hoes, just fucking hoes, cause I'm still 14 and shit. You feel me? Oh, 15, and he fucking hoes getting money from. He'll come over there, see me dry as hell for like 30 minutes, not doing nothing, walking around blue a little bit. He, bro, what the fuck you on? You need some weed or something? Like, we need to get your little ass some drugs. You and this bitch tweaking on phone them. Go in that bed. You know, at this time, this when the Trey 5 is still 50. They ain't 30 and shit, like $25 and shit like they is now. KD's and shit was 50. You feel me? He, boy, what? Going that bitch buy me a whole Trey 5 to myself. I'm happy as hell. I ain't got no problems no more. Come around that bitch, send that shit here. Putting money on his phone for the guys in jail. He'll put money on the phone for niggas who ain't even put money on the phone for him when he was in that bitch. And he'll answer the phone for everybody. He'll put 100 on his phone and won't be like, man, this for woo woo woo. Stop calling me, bro. You called me too much. I need some money for food. Folks, as long as you keep hitting folks shit, he gonna keep answering the phone. And he gonna fuck some hoes. He gonna get $100 from them. He gonna find 40 guys to send $25 to. Like, that's how he is, bro. You feel me? So it's like, when I seen the change, it was just like another one of those type of acts, like another one of them type of, he ain't never been a ball hogging ass nigga, you feel me? He always been the one for wanna ignite everybody and make some shit turn, you feel me? Like, that's just how he is. Like, folks ass set the mood. Like, he'll roll out the red carpet just cause it's like, he trying to build motherfuckers up, you feel me? So, I was never surprised by it. It's just like it's just like his persona, but it's like it's money involved now. You know, he used to have to show his love in different ways, but now he got the sack, he able to really do that shit. And he really like, what folks really did is he put all these rappers on blast, like, and put them on notice. Like, folks won in this game 2 years for real. Like, he didn't, like, a lot of what motherfuckers be trying to act like it take time to do, or they don't have money, or not playing with, or ain't really like can afford. This is shit that can be done for real. Like, and it just take you really like feeling this way about what you supposed to do, feeling obligated to your block or your area. Like, that's what you want to do. You feel me? He put a lot of rappers that was using excuses and making up lies or reasons to not do a lot of shit. He made them look stupid. He put a lot of niggas. When you go to your hood and pass out 100,000, you letting everybody know they ain't doing shit right. When you go buy 15 old block chains, you showing motherfuckers this is what niggas could have been doing. You feel me? Like, when a nigga told us no and they ain't had this and that, this is what a motherfucker really could have did for us. You feel me? Like, that's what he put out here. Like,
Doing it with his actions.
yeah.
How did he end up beating this case?
I remember me and Von, right? This shit be so crazy. When he first caught it and shit, right? You know, like Von, he ain't gonna never get down on himself. He always catching cases and shit. So he looking at it like, I'm gonna get through this shit. But like, so much shit was going on in the area at the time with his name involved. Like, motherfucker felt like when he got caught, he was finna get like crucified because like they had finally got him. Motherfuckers looking like, damn, they really got folk. Like, he been out here doing shit, getting away with shit. You feel me? Now they like, they done got him, folk. Then, you know, his rappy, like, it was some shit with his rappy folks triggering on them and shit. So it was like everybody really was counting folks out. Like, me and folks used to be on the phone having conversations and shit, like, and I used to be telling him, like, he'd think like I'm just telling him this because I'm trying to keep him positive. But really, I'm telling him, like, bro, look, have faith, folk. Like, you know, I was one of the niggas that he talked to me about his whole case, like, and what they had, what they didn't, you feel me? What they was trying to say, they was trying to say they got Von DNA off a swisher that he threw outside or some shit like that. But if you know Von don't smoke. Like nigga, I told you, he always fresh out, so he don't smoke weed. He don't smoke nothing. He don't do anything. You feel me? So when you say, but everybody don't know all this information, so it's so many people with doubts and like they just don't, and then they think like, all right, folks from the hood, his rap be telling like he giving up everything. It's over with. You feel me? Like they finna slam folks. But like really, I always knew like folks was gonna beat that shit. You feel me? Like I felt like, you know, Mike Main was gonna he was gonna like make up for that. You feel me? Which his rap he did. His rap, when they went to trial, his rap, he got on the stand. They asked him questions. He just ain't respond at all. He said literally nothing. Like
Initially, he was supposed to testify, right?
yeah, initially, no, I mean, he got on the stand. He did get on the stand. Like they called him up there, but he didn't speak. Like he didn't speak. So whatever they tried to hold against folks from whatever he said, it kind of went out the window right then and there. Like you feel me? And folks, I remember getting a call from Balo and them, and I was checking in. I was actually out of town in New York. And when folks beat that shit, I was really like, I was just glad that it was like, you be ready to hit them words. Cause like in my mind, folks had already had it beat, you feel me? In my mind, I was ready, it was just a point of win with me. So it's like, when he beat the shit, I'm like, all right, bet, finally, you feel me? Cause I been knew he was gonna wrap it up. I was telling him the whole time, like, for I have faith. Everything gonna be good, you feel me? Like, you gonna be decent, folk.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I hear about Chicago dudes beating bodies way more than dudes over here, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Man, maybe you guys, know the system a little better, but man, dude, I don't know, man. Like, most of the time when you hear somebody got, booked for a body, man, like, man, it's not looking good.
See, you know why? Because like in Iraq, bro, it's so much. Like, and it's like, and I can't, cause you from Cali, so it's like Cali gun violence is there. This is like that. You feel me? But it's like it's probably just. I feel like once shit get to happening, bro, everybody learning how to be a smarter criminal. Like. Once we go up, we've been called Chirac since 2012 or 13 when we killed more people in our city than they did in the war in Iraq that year. So it's like, fast forward 10 years later, bro, niggas is kind of became smarter killers. Like, shit, at this point, motherfuckers ain't, okay, shit changed. You feel me? I know now. Cause it ain't like everybody don't look when they get arrested for a murder, it ain't over with in everybody's head. Niggas like, we finna suit up. You feel me? So you gotta get yourself, like I was just telling you about the shit with Pop Smoke. Niggas gotta help they self. Like when you doing criminal shit, you gotta help yourself. You can't be out here talking to your celly and shit, telling him everything that widowed and caught on camera and all that. Nah, you can't do it. You gonna get caught on camera, leave your DNA on the scene, tell your celly everything that happened, and you in this bitch on camera. Oh, yo ass, you ain't help yourself at all. You might as well go in that bitch and take 50. Just tell them put 50 on the table for you right now, shorty, and take it. You feel? Cause you ain't got no chance. See, in Iraq, niggas probably get themselves more chances in Iraq. You feel me? Niggas ain't going out just. Cause don't get me wrong, bro. We niggas out here doing stupid ass murders, senseless, dumb shit every day. But like I said, motherfuckers is helping themselves a little more because like the more body drop, that's what's gonna be investigated. That's all they want here. Motherfucker pull you over for it. You could be in that bitch drunk, motherfucker drunk, finna get a DUI. You could have hit 4 cars. If they search this bitch and they don't find a gun, they might let your ass go. No doubt, bro. Like these police, these motherfuckers starting to not even give a fuck about nothing but this shit. The only laws they changing or affecting is our gun laws. Like they not even fucking with no other laws out here. They out here figuring out ways to bust our head even more. Or to catch us for shit, bro. You feel me? Like they ain't like so like out here, we know like, boy, look, they on our ass, bodies drop, and then like out here. I feel like our city got we under a spotlight. We got niggas out here that's famous hitters. Like real live, like you a famous hitter. Like you ain't even just no nigga who putting in work in your hood and your op know this, boy. If you coming from one of our hoods, bro, you fuck around. Nigga gonna be on YouTube making videos about how many bodies you got and how many people you supposed to hit up with another motherfucker. Go look on YouTube. You will find videos of niggas making of us. Oh yeah. Take Capone, how many bodies he got and how many assisted murders he was a part of and all this weird ass shit. You feel me? So it's like we so under the spotlight, we gotta help ourselves. Cause we got motherfuckers in Europe and France and goddamn it, Afghanistan and shit that know everything about us for, and our whole life is on the motherfucking internet anyway. So we gotta help ourselves when we in the streets. The police used to pull up on me and call me my nickname. Pull up on me in 22. Oh yeah, what's up, Mr. Turuker Tay in 22 shots? What the fuck? Oh man, they on our top. They know we live right here. So now every time some shit happen on this block, which it always was, especially when I lived on Gresham, they on our top. So when we out here, we gotta help ourselves. We can't be on camera and shit. As soon as they see one of us on camera, they gonna know that's us. We famous. You feel me?
Everything's on the internet, like you said.
We famous. They gonna pull up 2 videos and be like, yeah, bro, he got the same posture. Look, his ass, look, he did. Oh, yeah. Like, when we go down, when they be trying to figure out who did what, it's gonna be a 1,000 examples or ways to find out what we was a part of or to help their case. So in Iraq, we gotta help ourselves when we slide, and we gotta keep all type of defects and fluky shit to a bare minimum. For them. In the other cities, they might don't practice that as hard as we do. You feel me? Because they gonna come, and you gotta be able to ready to get yourself out them situations.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Quando Rondo's homeboy was arrested.
Yeah.
You know, for the murder of King Von, and he gets arrested, and not too long ago he bonded out.
Yeah.
And Quando Rondo recently released an interview giving his side of the story. Did you see it? Parts of it?
When he was in the car with Angela Yee.
Yep.
Yeah, I seen it. I seen one part of it. I don't know how many parts of this.
He says he was there with his brother and, seen a group of people walking towards him and, someone just hit him. He says, he was surprised by the situation. Then he kind of says, he had an outer body experience, and when he came to, he seen his brother shot on the ground. What'd you think about all that?
I don't know, man. Like, I swear to God, like, I be just looking at everything like, man, this shit, what the fuck is niggas talking about? Like, I feel like, bro, like, on some real 100 shit, it ain't even no point of that. Like, it ain't no point of that. Like, bro, once a nigga die, it ain't no point of trying to smooth things over or get your side of the story or, you feel me? Because it's like, none of that shit is gonna matter. You feel me? Like, it ain't even no point of looking weak. You feel me? Ain't no point of getting on that, man, it ain't no point of that. You feel me? Because regardless of whatever the story is, and even whatever a motherfucker feel like they gravitating toward, is at the end of the day, niggas out here gotta bear that loss, and that loss mean it's for life. For life. You feel me? Rather a motherfucker agree with why it was done or why they did it or not. It's for well. You feel me? So ain't no point of trying to, man, I don't know about this and that, and I never had a problem. Well, you got a problem now, bro. And it's for life. You feel me? So ain't no point of, you feel me, going on these interviews and talking about it and none of that. You feel me? Because that shit just gonna make a motherfucker, you feel me, like, look at it shit, niggas weak. You feel me? Like, niggas trying to get their story out and get and trying to make people sympathize. You feel me? Well, I'm not saying that that's why he doing it, but that's what it looked like he doing it. You feel me? Like, so a motherfucker look at it like that and say, well, you trying to get some sympathy or something, boy. Motherfucker ain't sympathizing with you. You feel me? And you just gonna look weak, and you still gonna have the same obstacles and ops when you done with that interview. So with me, Like once it's up and it's stuck, and once a nigga die, it's stuck. It ain't no point of interview. It's just your own step, man. You gonna have to step behind this shit for life. You feel me? All the interviews and trying to get your story across, it ain't never gonna matter to the people who lost. You feel me? They gonna never matter to the motherfuckers who took that L. You feel me? It'll never be a day where you ain't gonna have to face the problems or the consequences from this situation. So it ain't no point of even talking about it or trying to get sympathy from it.
You know, here's the part that I found hard to believe is that, you know, and he even put this on Neighborhood Crip. And he said he didn't even know it was Vaughn till the next day. and they were on the ground for at least 30 or 40 seconds, you know, after the shooting happened. And I was like, I didn't really understand, you know what I'm saying? Like how, until the next day?
Yeah, like the next day, like you mean to tell me a motherfucker died and you got punched all in your shit and all type of shit happened and you ain't even know what the fuck this situation came from till the next day. He hit you that hard, huh? That's the out of body experience he was talking about. He must have closed your ass for the night. He must have, folks shit instantly closed. He must, folks gave his ass the first two, the bitch closed his eyes. He ain't see nothing till the next day. That's from what he's talking about. That's how that sounds, shit. It sounds like folks gave his ass a two-piece quick. Closed both of them bitches. Now you get hit in your nose right here, black both of your shit. He must have hit folks in the nose, crashed them. Broke his shit, put black eyes in both his shit. Folks couldn't see nothing. He woke up the next day, felt out. That's the type of shit why I say it ain't no point of speaking on it, because it's like, when you say shit like that, it's just like it don't help your case, because this don't even sound believable. Like, man, look, ain't no way, no hell, no shit like that happen, all that escalate to that, and nobody know why. You feel me? Like, that shit, that's why I say, now that, from what you said, it looked like you trying to get sympathy, or you trying to like make it sound like motherfuckers just targeted you or picked on you or just singled you out. You feel me? And that ain't gonna never be really like a nigga ain't gonna never like respect that. You feel me? Like, I'd rather a motherfucker just accept this beef and, you feel me, like, go from there and play defense and offense, bro, because saying you ain't know who it was and all that happened, you didn't know it was beef, all that shit that we can pull up and show you that you knew it was, like, even if you didn't know, like, I watched him say some shit like he ain't know it was beef, but y'all, like, bro, at the end of the day, stop acting like you ain't never argued with these niggas before, or you ain't never had, like, you was just having words with Reese like 2 weeks before this, you feel me? Like, him and Lil Reese was just woofing with each other all on social media, and, you know, like, some shit had happened. It was just a whole lot going on, but we could see that, you know, it was a little something in the air, like, to just act like niggas ain't know what the fuck was taking place, or that it was like any type of animosity or static. That type of shit it ain't gonna, motherfucker ain't gonna never respect it if they could prove that that's cap.
And I don't think he made situations worse by dissing Vaughn. Then he denies that the song End of Story was a diss at Vaughn. Supposedly it was just called that because this is the last time he's gonna talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't really help his case by some of his actions, right afterwards.
Yeah, that's why I say, like, that's why I said it was no point, because when you did all this, what was, like, what did you, when you on the other side of all this, what is it now? You feel me? And it's like, man, like, that's why I say, like, it's for real. Ain't no point of talking about it or nothing that. Then it's like, it's so many things. Like, when you watch the interview, it looked from what you look at it in the interview, it looked like he don't even like that he in this situation. It like he regret everything that happened that night. But, you go to shows, you diss some motherfucker, you still antagonize people making songs dedicated or with stories behind this incident, and it's like you're antagonizing. You feel me? So which one is you? is you the motherfucker who wants some sympathy and you regret everything that took place and you didn't know why? You didn't even know y'all had beef? Or is you the nigga that's gonna keep making this and talking about what happened and antagonizing niggas? You feel me? Like, which one side or side are you gonna be on? Cause at the end of each side, it's 4L with this shit. So you might as well step hard. Ain't no point of doing interviews trying to get sympathy or trying to like make motherfuckers look at it from your side of the story, because like it's like everybody that's gonna feel how they gonna feel. You're not gonna turn nobody who feel like you did something right. You ain't gonna turn them into people that think you did something wrong. And you're not gonna turn people who think you did something wrong into people who think you did something right, because it's a dead person. So it's like, if I look at you wrong for doing this, or for y'all causing that to happen, I'ma always look at that like that, cause he gonna always be gone. I'm not gonna have a change of heart about what happened to my homie. You feel me? I'm not. And for the motherfuckers who thinking that you was righteous, they not finna have no change of heart about you doing something that wasn't right. You feel me? They ain't gonna feel different. You feel me? Ain't nobody finna be turned into the other side in this shit, bro. Cause motherfuckers that love them too much. Fans, homies, peoples, you feel me? And the motherfuckers who with y'all, they gonna be with y'all regardless. Like I was just telling you, when you got fan supporters, this is like a cult, bro. You feel me? His motherfuckers that's with his, like, a fan of his camp and a fan of his music. You know, he got YoungBoy fans. And YoungBoy got one of the biggest and strongest fan bases in the world. You feel me? Like, so he gonna have a fan base behind him that feel like they did whatever they was supposed to do. And ain't nobody gonna feel different. Cause once a motherfucker feel like you did some shit that you shouldn't be condemned for, they ain't gonna never change their mind. That's like a motherfucker telling you, when your mama say, motherfucker hit their ass back, and your mama gotta come up to school for you fighting, as long as you punch their ass back, your mama ain't got shit to say to you. She gonna whoop your ass if you didn't fight back. On phone now. I don't give a fuck about him doing something wrong, as long as he did doing something like that, as long as that was what he was supposed to do. Even in negative shit, a motherfucker, well, he was supposed to do it. That bitch, he shouldn't have hit my son. I'm glad he knocked his ass out. He should have stumped his ass some more. That's what your mama gonna come say. Don't fold him. Feel me? So she ain't gonna never feel like you did shit wrong, even though you got suspended and she'll like you being out of school. She ain't gonna feel like you did nothing wrong. So it's motherfuckers that feel like, oh well, even though they ain't want that to happen to folks, they gonna feel like, oh, they did what they supposed to did. Feel me? So they gonna make excuses. Oh, if it was shoe on the other foot, he would have did this and that, to make them feel like they was supposed to do that. So they ain't gonna never switch sides. And the motherfuckers who on the side that love folks ain't gonna never switch sides. Cause every day motherfucker gotta wake up if folks ain't around. It's gonna be all type of, it's gonna be just, it ain't gonna never die, folks. So it's like, just get on some gangster shit, stay on some gangster shit. Don't try to evade it or get sympathy from it. Just stay on how you coming. You feel me?
You brought up NBA YoungBoy. What did you think when you seen Vaughn and his baby mom hooking up?
Shit, I wasn't really surprised. Like, Vaughn, a real, like, this the type of shit we used to talk about as a shorty. Like, we used to be shorties broke, like, just in the streets, and we'd just be, like, on the gram and shit. Like, we'd be like, yeah, fool, if I got rich, boy, I'd be fucking all these hoes. Like, folks was fucking hoes when we was, like, he was fucking all the hoes when we was in on block. Like, so when he come in the industry, he got the same, like, Chicago niggas, that's how we think. Like, we gonna make these hoes get on our dick. Like, don't phone them, like, we gonna turn these bitches into, like, our hoes, you feel me? Like, we gonna take bitches that niggas loving it. We gonna fuck them hoes, and we gonna keep them hoes at bay, you feel me? Like, that's how we used to be like, man, I'm gonna be fucking that bitch, I'm gonna be doing this and that, you feel me? So it's like, really, when I seen that shit, and it's like, really, for when you look at it, it's like, just not even just being YoungBoy baby mama, like, shit, like, just like, you like, look how many, like, one of the motherfuckers just telling me earlier, like, we just looking at her, you like, damn, her and dude, I guess her and the boxer nigga broke up already. They just broke up today or yesterday. She supposed to already got his name tatted, all type of shit. Her and box dude, he just started posting her a month and a half ago. Feel me? So, and they already over with. You feel me? So it's like, I ain't really surprised. Like, feel me? She decent enough, motherfucker gonna pop on her radar. You feel me? You look good, so motherfucker gonna get at you. You feel me? But as far as like how women get around, like, that's why I can't even lie. Like, I gotta bring a bitch in that I built and that ain't fascinated by all this shit. Cause bitches be so loose. Bitches be loose, bro. Like, bitches like, man, like, bro, bitches don't even understand. Like, especially when you got a kid by a bitch. Like, it don't matter if we never together again, bro. Like, our names attached to each other. Like, when niggas hitting Janaya, they thinking they hitting NBA YoungBoy BM. They don't give a fuck if y'all ain't fucked since you had it, y'all baby and all that. When they fuck you, they fucking YoungBoy BM. You feel me? They ain't fucking Janea. They fucking YoungBoy baby mama. They don't give a fuck how long y'all it's been since y'all was in a relationship. They just fuck NBA YoungBoy baby mama when they fuck you. You don't even come with your own name. I don't give no fuck how many body surgeries you get and all that shit. You how good that shit look. Bitch, you still YoungBoy baby mama. Ain't shit about to change. You feel me? So you loose as hell. You do it all that. Even if y'all not, cause it's like, bro, this shit a reflection on the type of bitches we choose to have kids by. Oh, okay, we done have a baby by this clout chasing ass industry bop. You feel me? Like, not even try to disrespect her like that. They said that's her, but it's like, bro, people just be loose. Like, so I was shocked at all. Like, I be saying before, she was fucking with fucking YBN Almighty J. Like, they was a thing. You remember that? Like, that shit came quick, so quick. Y'all probably don't even remember that shit. Like, her and YBN Almighty J, they was fucking around. Like, you feel me? That was just some. It just came and went that quick. You never even saw it. They was all flirty as hell on the internet, and then they just didn't even give a fuck about each other no more.
So it's like it's a clout thing. Like let me, you know what I'm saying, hit so and so's baby's mom. You know what I'm saying? It's like a kind of way to brag. I'm not saying Vaughn was doing that. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, even if a nigga don't have a problem with you, this is gonna be how it come across. Like, just because you a nigga with status, this is something that a nigga can brag on. He don't have to be your op to be running around telling niggas he fucked your BM. You could feel like he could think you somebody of importance and this is something that he can get some recognition from, or niggas will high five him off of. You feel me? So you will be a motherfucker that a nigga just want to nail just to, feel me, like, see what his measuring stick at. You feel me? Like, and put you under his belt. Feel me? Like, I be having to tell my BM this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she put me through these type of problems, but it's just like, I always tell her, like, man, like, you feel me? A motherfucker try to get at you, you feel me, just cause of me. You feel me? We don't have to have a problem. We probably do got a problem. You feel me? He know he ain't gonna do no gangster shit to me, so he gonna try to hit me with some another way. You feel me? So it's like, you gotta be careful. A lot of niggas don't even be in this shit. And bitches, like, they don't even make niggas wait no more. That's another thing about this shit. Like, me, say Vince is right, I ain't gonna say me. If I got in my mind, right, I only wanna fuck this bitch, right? And I get up with her, and I don't fuck her after like 2 times, bro. I ain't finna keep, like, pursuing that shit. You feel me? Like, if she make me wait and I already feel like I just want to fuck you, I ain't waiting on no bitch that only I want to fuck. Motherfuckers need to be mindful, folks, you feel me, and understand that like that you fucking up more than your reputation, man. Like, when you letting the motherfucker fuck you and slut you, and then just, I'm out here getting you pregnant, put you in front of the world and having babies by you, and then you let niggas that ain't even got as much money as me fuck you and just make you look stupid. That shit embarrassing. You feel me? So it's like, that's all you gotta be mindful of.
You know, Quando Rondo had his first show since the Vaughn situation, and that shit was empty as hell. Did you see it?
Yeah, I had seen that shit. That shit was crazy.
Fans, it looks like the fans are scared to go to his shows.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, they should be. You feel me? Like, I ain't gonna lie. It's so unfortunate for Shorty them, because it's like y'all realize like it ain't even like it's a 50-50 thing. Like it's like one party is like everybody is kind of like feeling like, I ain't gonna even say everybody, but it's like a lot of motherfuckers is fucking with this party more than that party. You feel me? Like a lot of motherfuckers is on this side of things than on their side of things. So it's like one motherfucker shows they packed up because motherfuckers feel like the majority fucking with this side. So everybody for the majority rule coming to support these people. And then y'all, it's like motherfuckers hunt y'all down. It's like we don't know when motherfucker gonna bend and you feel me? Because one thing about scoring first, bro, or letting or doing taking the first attack is you on defense now for the most part. You feel me? Like it ain't like a motherfucker. You feel me? Like y'all did that shit to folks, so now y'all gotta worry about getting y'all shows shot up, or y'all gotta worry about motherfuckers blowing at y'all like they just got caught at 3-something in the morning. You like this shit you gotta worry about when you did shit like that. You feel me? Now, if the shoe was on the foot and they had did something to, I mean, we had like got one of them first, our shows will probably, or like folks, them shows will probably be like that, or like something close to it, cause it's like, all right, y'all did that, the world like fucking with folks on them side. It's just like which side you on type shit. So now like y'all on that side where it's like motherfuckers don't want to come to their show. They know y'all on defense. Like motherfuckers trying to get that get back, boy. They been and shot up everything with your name on it. You feel me? So people ain't trying to show up to that shit. That shit ain't safe. Feel me? Which really like they ain't wrong for that. Cause it's like, cause it's blood shit already. It's gonna be really like, it's gonna be really like that. You feel me? Like until a motherfucker die. So it ain't just gonna be no shoot shit up and all that. It's gonna be motherfuckers gonna be shooting to kill.
You know, I don't know if you've seen, but the security there, man, all them motherfuckers had assault rifles. Like they was securityed up.
Shit, as they should. Shit, like honestly, like I ain't gonna even lie to you. I feel like niggas know that this how shit gotta go. You feel me? Like that's how shit gotta be, man. Motherfucker ain't, don't be stupid. You feel me? Niggas better not be that damn dumb.
Have you seen anything from Charleston White?
Charleston White. Oh, he did an interview with 16 Shot him. I seen him.
Yeah, you know, he makes a lot of headlines. You know, man, he says a lot of disrespectful things. You know, he hates gangs, hates rappers. You know, a lot of distasteful stuff. You know, what do you think about him?
I mean, like I don't know him as a person, but like I ain't gonna lie. From what I can see, he very opinionated on them. Like he harsh as hell about it. Like he can the shit that he condemn a motherfucker to and put on their name, and he'll make it sound good because he sound like he threw off, but he sound like he educated to some degree. You feel me? So he be saying a whole bunch of shit. You feel me? That just like he one of them people. He gonna make headlines every time he speak. He remind me of like LeVar Ball. Like one of them people like just like you don't know what the fuck gonna come out they mouth on phone them like. One of them people like when you on FaceTime with your bitch, you gotta mute the phone around his ass. He been and walked in and said some wild shit. You feel me? Like, oh, what the fuck he be having going on? But folks be said all type of shit. I just be looking at it like, we got interviews with Say Cheese too, so it's like, I be looking at that shit like, damn, folks crazy.
You know, he says rappers are the agent of darkness. How do you feel about that?
I can believe that. I ain't gonna lie, we fucked up. Honestly, because I remember like a while ago, like, I feel like at one point in time, the rap game was getting full of like a lot of niggas who want no shit outside of rap. Like a lot of niggas, they had talent to be rappers, but really want talking about shit, ain't hitting about nothing. You feel me? Outside of that. And as far as like now, I feel like there's a lot of rappers in this shit that actually like did shit in the streets that's actually looked at as like one of them like dope then got active for real and really stood 10 toes and been through situations that's like made them who they is. Like it's a lot of killers with $10 million in the game right now, or 5 million, or it's a lot of like killer millionaires running around the game right now. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, like you feel me? A lot of savages in the game now. It ain't just a whole bunch of niggas that just talking and just woofing and rapping and shit like that. And I'm talking about not just like street niggas. I'm talking about real gangsters. Like you feel me? So like it's gangsters preaching this shit now. And you got niggas that's gangsters that been on in this shit leading the way for 10 years. You got niggas that's gangsters that's just been put on the scene right now. You feel me? Like they coming right on this, they is breeding more. Like we losing a lot of the Lil Pumps and all that type of shit. I remember at one point in time, it was just a whole bunch of Sound Clown rappers out, like rappers that were just coming out on some zesty shit. You feel me? Like on some different type of shit. Nah, is this shit being ran by the gangsters. And what's so crazy is I remember when Sosa first got on, G, being a gangster rapper wasn't back in. Like it wasn't in yet. Like he was trying to put it, he was the biggest street rapper, like street young nigga turned in this shit at the time. But as far as like the labels and the actual industry, they didn't fuck with a lot of shit folks was doing. Like a lot of the shit that these rappers is coming in the game doing right now, I feel like they was condemning Sosa, like hindering his career for that shit. Like he was like being dropped from his label and all type of shit, or just like having to go to fucking what did he have to go to rehab or something? Like it was a whole bunch of old goof ass shit like that they just took him through and made him seem like he just like the game, like he just shouldn't be in the industry. Like what he was doing was just not accepted. But it's like everybody is blowing up off this shit now. Like, and he blew up off it. But I'm like, he blew up off it music wise. But when he started getting into trouble with the police and shit, that shit like was holding him back. They was trying to fuck up his whole little. They was fucking his money up and everything. Now you see rappers out here, everybody fighting, niggas out here fighting murder attempts and indictments and all type of shit. And that shit turning their career around. You feel me? Like that shit got these niggas getting renewed contracts and all type of shit cause they affiliated with this gangster shit. You feel me? So really like the gangsters and the street shit, we running the industry right now. So it's like, if you want to call us whatever the fuck he said, I mean, I don't really know how if you wrong for that.
You know, he also had, you know, some negative opinions about gangs. And that, you know, he feels like gangs don't do anything for the community.
I mean, bro, that just depends on where you at and what the examples they big homies setting. Because I know, like in LA, and I don't want to mention too many names, but it's some Crip and Blood big homies that like really like affiliated with this shit and really like been in this shit real live big homies for the whole set, for the whole Crip and Blood shit. And these niggas been in Compton and doing all that shit. They been doing it 30 years, and they have food drives and back to school drives, and they do so much shit. You feel me? And they give back to their people a whole bunch. But you might come to Chicago, where these street niggas ain't never did shit but shoot at motherfuckers, shoot innocent people, not never give back, not never put no money back into the hood, or ever try to establish no type of like real live togetherness with the actual community and the gang. Like I seen gangs and communities like go hand in hand before. Like that shit ain't just in movies. You got motherfuckers that grow up and never been in the gang, that was on the gang block. Old ladies, I'm talking about 80-year-old ladies that sit outside and watch for the police, making sure the police don't fuck with the boys over there, or making sure that she let the boys know when the police come, because these same boys make sure when she need groceries, they bring them in for her. You feel me? These same boys make sure if anything go down, anybody fuck with Granny, they gonna make sure Granny and the babies, they straight. If shit go wrong, motherfucker gonna make sure the hood, the neighborhood, when people have block parties, they having motherfuckers come out there and clean up the hood after that. and they have it like it's like real live people more these people like it real live be a real live togetherness about everything that's going on in the hood. So I feel like I done seen both sides. I done seen a lot of street shit. That's how it was. I feel like in Iraq, it ain't too many niggas that's in play or that was in power in this shit that really was like having a lot to, you feel me, do with no positive shit. It's a lot going on. Like it's under the act, it's kind of like, you know, on the low end they doing that and shit. But like I'm speaking on where I'm from. Feel me? That shit different.
Yeah, man. You know, I definitely think that, you know, I don't know, man. You know, he definitely says a lot of stuff that just isn't true. You know, and you know, and he kind of contradicts himself a lot too. You know, like you know, he gets on here and, you know, he calls rappers agents of darkness for dissing the dead. And then he turns around and, you know what I'm saying, he's dissed every single dead rapper there is. You know, from Vaughn to Nipsey to, you know, recently calling DMX a dope fiend. You know,
Wow.
you know, he's like a walking contradiction.
Yeah, I get that. I get that too. He. That's why I say he like remind me of LeVar Ball. You just don't know what he gonna say. Like he'll say anything. Not even to disrespect LeVar Ball like that. But LeVar Ball, that's what he do. That's what he made his name off. He just, you can never pinpoint what he gonna say, what he gonna do. That's the nigga Charleston White. He just like, and he go at everybody. Like nobody's safe. He gonna condemn and crucify everybody. Like he crazy, man.
You know, man, I thought this was kind of a wild story, man. You know, it wasn't like a huge story, but it really caught my attention. You know, Fredo Bang broke up with his girl because he seen a little video clip of her at the club turning up to NBA YoungBoy's song. Did you see that?
I did not, but like keep going, like damn.
So, you know, what he tweeted was, you know, he tweeted, "What I look like kissing the same lips that was singing the ops."
Man, look, look, bro. First of all, don't never show like I never show like no form of weakness. You feel me? Like I ain't gonna, and I don't know. You feel me? Like I just ain't gonna look. I'm feeling them like this is. Remember when I did interviews and I admitted this shit publicly. I done came out and said Duck Slab was hot. I was the first BD rapper going on live or making actual Instagram videos rapping that song. Like I was the only motherfucker who would come out and admit. I was the only motherfucker. I still is the only motherfucker who would come out and acknowledge the fact that I will hear or like a song that the ops made. You feel me? That it is possible. You feel me? A lot of people just can't wrap their head around reality, bro. Like YoungBoy, even if he your op, you gotta understand that this nigga hard. Like no cap. Like what? Like bro, he hard, bro. He too hard, really. Like he too hard, bro. Like it's no way to get around this man, bro. Like you can't get around that, bro. He too hard. He too hard. Like if your girl don't sing his, if he tell you she don't know none of his music, she lying. Like if you thought she was fucking with you and she didn't like none of his music because of that, you fooled yourself. And no cap, bro. It might be more girls that like his music than niggas. I don't know what's up with his female fan base, but they there. Like, you know how like a lot of gangster rappers, they got a big ass male fan base. It be predominantly male. Like, he got one of them 60-40 ass, 60% nigga, 40% female ass shit. Like he grasps a lot of the women because he make a lot of their music too. Like he'll make some shit for us and them quick. Like on the same album, he'll have 8 songs for hoes and 8 songs for niggas. Like no bap. So with shit like that, they're like, motherfucker, oh man, I caught this. She was rapping Duck. Bro, when Slide come out, who wasn't rapping Slide in the club? Like, Who wasn't rapping that shit? You feel me? Like, and it's just like you just be having to be honest with yourself. That's what like me, gang. Like I don't like that's why I say I don't put my beliefs on other people no more because you will disappoint yourself. Like, oh yeah, I'm a tour with them. I bet not my bitch better know not to do this and that. But like, how do you get around that? Like, and that's what like that's really way different than like my like Duck. Like he never reached to the point where I had no choice but to hear him. Like I heard him because I'm still in the rack. You feel me? I'm a him because he lit through the rack. But like if he get to the point where he ever would have made it to that point where YoungBoy was at, it's like how the fuck can I ever? Cause like he everywhere. He on the radio. He in the club. He run YouTube. Like that bitch ran by YoungBoy. You feel me? So when do you find time not to? He drop music all the time. So when do you find a time not to hear him? Like when is you not hearing no YoungBoy? Like that man be in jail, still the most streamed person on YouTube every week. Every week he going 100 weeks straight of the most viewed person on YouTube. Folks was on house arrest the whole time. The most watched person on YouTube. Like this shit, like that's just you gotta. And I'm like me, I'm a rapper. I know, like I pay attention to what's going on, who running this bitch. Like, yeah, I mean, like that's like niggas like him, Roddy Ricch, and them. Like these niggas, they too hard. Like you gonna hit them, bro. If you in tour with them, just keep that shit in the streets. You feel me? Because like niggas is running the game. You feel me? Like nigga running this shit. You ain't gonna be able to, like, you feel me? Girls, they gonna rock out to that nigga shit. He got too much fat shit to choose from. Like, he too hard.
Did you see Blueface was accused of running a cult?
Hey, I seen that shit. I had seen some, and I knew, bro, Blueface. Like when I seen it, it looked like a Bad Girls Club. Like it was giving me them vibes. It was giving me Bad Girls Club vibes on phone. And it's like one thing I can say about Blueface, I'm not surprised. Like he one of them people that's just his persona. Like I ain't even know no freaky shit though. It's like I just see like, bro, Blueface. He's just ignorant like that. Like he's never been different since the beginning of his career. Like he just. I remember a video of him. He was just grabbing money. He had a bunch of ones in the club. He throwing them bitches steady, watching the hoes scatter on the floor like roaches and laughing. Bro, I'm talking about he steady. He throwing bricks of cash in the they going crazy, looking like straight roaches. I'm damn. He steady laughing, throwing the shit because he steady want to see them scrabble like roaches. They in that bitch on the floor. They ain't even dancing to looking sexy or shit. They on that bitch. Bitch, if you shake your ass, well, you hoes ain't even shaking no ass. He throwing so much money. They up there scooping up piles on the floor. And he laughed. He want to keep seeing them do the shit, so he keep throwing bricks of money. Yeah, these hoes tweaking. I say, this nigga ignorant, folks. Oh, folks, great. He going live, got hoes in that bitch fighting on his crib. Like, he that's like from day one, that's the type of shit he been on. So, the fact that he able to find a bunch of dumb, stupid, slow hoes to even partake in some shit like that, I'm not surprised. I am not shocked. And he came out and said it's a show that he about to release, and I could believe that. That's probably why he ain't even been dropping no music. He up in this bitch shooting a whole little TV show. Love, he in this bitch, Love and Hip Hop Blueface. Love and Blueface, California. No doubt. Love and Blueface, California. Folks out here going cool.
Yeah, man. It's you know, I was kind of tripping. He made them all get tattoos and everything. Part of his show.
At least he know he got some stupid bitches. Like he know, like yeah, bunch of slow hoes, weak. They gonna do whatever. Like I just know, like bro, I'm telling you, niggas be on like bro. If you blow up like he did in your first 6 months, you gonna see everything for what it really is. Like this is why I never trust women. Like, and I ain't never got to this level. When I get to that level, I ain't gonna be able to trust a bitch as far as I can fuck them. Like, bitch, I can't even fuck you from right here, so I can't trust you that far. Bitch, your ass, you, these hoes, man, you will see them bitches in the worst ways, bro. Like, y'all getting tattoos of this man, y'all might not even know him next year. Like, you feel me? Y'all getting inked up for this 3-week show. Y'all getting inked up, fighting this shit. He on the whole house. He done brought 19 bunk beds and goddamn it, moved all you dumbass bitches in. And y'all in here getting tattoos and shit. You know when you got goofies for, and you know when you like. That's why I say the world, boy, it's fucked up, cause this clout shit, like, it's changing everybody. Like, some of these hoes probably had morals and principles at one point in time in their life, bro. They probably weren't fucked up all the time or weak all the time. They ass got weak when the clout came involved and they started seeing shit like this. Feel me? I seen niggas go through this shit, bro. Like, I done seen clout turn some real stand-up niggas into straight, I'm talking about dick riders. Like it's to the point where like you be thinking like you born acting a certain way. Like if you was born and you look at shit how you look at it, you would never let yourself get to that point where you dick riding us. But niggas be dick riders, bro. And niggas be wanting you to think they not a dick rider off old shit. Like, nah, bro, that was before clout and money came into the picture. You wasn't a dick rider. You ain't have nothing to dick ride at the time. But now it look like you a dick rider, bro. You feel me? Like, niggas be trying to get you to think they ain't a dick rider because you ain't know they was dick. They don't know if you think they was dick riding at first. What the fuck did you have the dick ride about at that point in time? Now, but you got shit to dick ride right now and you're a dick rider. You feel me? So, this clout and this money shit a turn the best of us. Well, not me, but like, shit, people. It turn people that ain't used to this shit, it'll turn them, have them tweaking, folks. Like, on the guys, how they ass overly threw off Frat, folks. So it's like, man, folks, I wouldn't be surprised if he up in that bitch fucking all them raw, getting everybody pregnant, trying to see, goddamn it, which one of they babies gonna come out first. I wouldn't be surprised. Folks ass, man, like, bro, hoes they'll let you do anything right now, bro. Like,
You know, speaking of Blueface, did you see the fight that he had?
with the neighbor or something like that.
Yeah, you know, supposedly, I guess, his girlfriend's and the neighbor got into some back and forth, and something happened, and you know, I guess she was the one that recorded it, and
Hey,
he knocked on the door, and from what it looked like, whooped on dude.
they shouldn't have recorded him doing that. I don't give no fuck.
They definitely shouldn't have released it.
They shouldn't have never they shouldn't have never released that, because, you know, when we famous people, period, bro, like, they, shit happen way different when you famous if they really on it. Like, fame can get you out of situations sometimes too, but fame can get you in a lot of situations, because these judges in states be feeling like sometimes famous people think they above the law. So they'll fucking try to slam you just to make an example. You feel me? And when the motherfucker knock on your door, like a motherfucker could knock on my door. It's legal to knock on my door. It ain't legal to step in my crib. Like, it's not illegal. It's legal for a motherfucker to come to your door and knock. You feel me? But it ain't legal for a motherfucker to like come in your shit tweaking. You feel me? So like him knocking on the door, as long as a motherfucker don't never let him in, he could do that. You feel me? Like, he could come to the door and knock. You feel me? You might not like it, but he could do that. You feel me? Or it ain't gonna really be a big. They can't really penalize him for real. But like going to a motherfucker door and then they could charge folks with a home invasion, man. They could charge Blueface with a home invasion.
Yeah,
like,
real shit,
They
man.
can extend this shit and say, nigga, you went in folks' crib and assaulted him, went in his house without permission and assaulted him, beat him, and then that shit could cost folks millions. Like, that shit can cost folks millions. It could cost him business ventures and partnerships and just like renewals of contracts. You know, like all this shit, bro, it's just so much. Like, you be having so much to lose, bro. You could lose shit that you ain't even know you had, bro. You could lose money that was probably finna be on the table for you that you ain't even know about yet. You feel me? You could lose that. So it's like, they shouldn't have never released that shit.
No, I hear you. Okay, you know, we talked about, you know, how fans can instigate shit before. You know,
Yeah.
and I've seen, you know, you've been vocal about that in the past. One thing that kind of it kind of bothers me is that I see a lot of fans online antagonizing dudes about, get back for Vaughn.
Mm-hmm.
And, I just can't help but to think, like, these are just fans.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, they ain't even, they fans, and I'm sure that they love, Vaughn's music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doubting that. But they're cheering for somebody to die.
Mm-hmm.
And they're really just fans. They don't have
Yeah.
no family connection, they didn't grow up with nobody. How do you feel about that?
Man, like really, bro. You know why it blows me? It ain't because I don't blame people for loving who they are, who they love, and feeling how they feel. You feel me? You could feel like you supposed to get bid back for Vaughn. But when you start, like, bro, this is the thing. And I used to do this with niggas in my hood. This is why a lot of niggas that I don't fuck with now from my block, this is why we don't fuck with each other initially. Because back in the day, niggas was bitches. And niggas used to want to act like they wasn't. Or they niggas used to want to do shit and make shit. Like, say, for instance, right? If you were a gangster, right? And the only way you was able to become a gangster was because of what you did, how you put your life on the line, your freedom on the line for this shit every day. And you never have stepped in this street shit. If you had to do all this shit to become and to be noticed as the man you is in the streets, how can a nigga that never did shit to nobody, never did no gangster shit, don't even got no respect on the block, come and act as if he the same as you? Like, if folks out here killing motherfuckers and beating motherfuckers up and standing on business and going to see his dead guys and doing for his family and doing for his people, and he had to do all that to be who he is, how can you just come and just think you could be acting like him, but you ain't do nothing that he had to do to become who he is? That's the type of thing that I always hated, bro. A nigga, and these go to the fans, like, we diss people because these are ops to diss. We out here into it with them. We out here doing this and that because, when you tell them stop dissing people, they always, well, y'all did it. Well, we was also shooting at them and they was shooting at us. We was risking our life. Niggas was dying. We was going to jail, all that for this shit. Did you do the same? Since you want to, y'all diss them, how y'all gonna tell us stop dissing them? Did you do the same things we did to get to this point with them? Did you beef with them? Did you have to carry caskets in this shit? Did you have to watch your back every night? Did you have to survive in them trenches? Did you have to do this and that to earn the right to even beef and disrespect? If you do got a right, disrespect them. You didn't. You feel me? Like, and that just come with both sides. I'm a real enough nigga to just let a motherfucker know, like, bro. And this is why I stopped this in the dead, because I couldn't say shit like this and still do certain shit. So I can't be hypocritical when I'm trying to preach this type of shit. You feel me? Because the fans need to understand, bro, like, it's niggas like me who I don't want to, like, every day, like, I don't want niggas smoking LA. Like, I don't want niggas smoking my homies, like. And the only way this shit gonna calm down on that note, at least, is if motherfuckers follow the lead, you feel me? Like, y'all don't make shit better. Y'all make motherfuckers feel like, the people y'all support feel like this what they supposed to be doing. You feel me? Like, this how y'all supposed to be moving. When really, in reality, that shit fluky. You feel me? So, like, with me, I want some shit, where it's like, the fans folk, like, that's just the love-hate relationship I got with them at this point. Like, I just feel like I don't want to take them for granted, and I love them, but it's like, the ones that's on that negative shit like that, like, it be hard to love them because it's like, bro, y'all the motherfuckers that's gonna keep shit going, bro. Y'all the motherfuckers that's gonna, I bet if you look, if a motherfucker came and told one of these niggas that this motherfucker all the time, and the motherfucker really band together, like, bro, look, we gonna stop supporting you if you keep doing that. Like, you gonna realize how much these fans really mean to this shit. Like, if a bunch of fans come together and tell you, like, bro, we ain't rock with all that this and the dead no shit no more. Like, you feel me? Like, bro, that shit ain't gonna stand. And you go from getting 1 million views in a month to getting 200,000 in 4 months or 5 months because you don't want to quit. You gonna understand, like, you feel me? So the fans, they got more of an effect in this shit than they really even know. but they rather use that shit for negativity. You feel me? And that shit just ain't cool. That's really all like, the problem I have with it.
No, I hear you. I hear you, man. You know, it's disappointing to see. You know what I'm saying? Just to be honest, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I understand, you know, dudes got beefs and, you know, they got beefs that, you know what I'm saying, that can never be, you know, squashed or, you know what I'm saying, made cool. But it just, to me, it just seems a little weird to be rooting for, you know what I'm saying, people to die that you've never, ever really had an issue with.
Then you doing it from the safety of your own home. Like, you out here wanting motherfuckers to die and get whacked. You somewhere in the burbs and living in a fucking 3-story house in your mama basement. You ain't never been born with nothing but a silver spoon. You out here on the internet antagonizing and disrespecting people, chanting for niggas to die. And you ain't never, like, when you log off this site, you just a motherfucker that just like got everything handed to him, and you will never experience what we go through. You will never experience that, but you rooting for that to go down like that. Like, that shit weak.
I hear you, man. Throughout the history of the drill scene, you know, from Sosa blowing up and, you know, Dirk and, you know, everybody else that's came through, you know, DJ Academics made the war in Chirac.
Yeah.
And I've always wondered, like, you know, what did you guys think when he was doing all that reporting on everybody and in the streets and everything?
You know what's so crazy, for like, at the time, I'm gonna just speak as like at the time what was going on. Like, at the time when the shit was going on, we really like we didn't know what the fuck was like. This shit new. You feel me? Like, this shit all new at this point. You feel me? It ain't like dragged out or annoyed or a motherfucker. Like, this shit brand new. So like, when he covering this shit, he like the first of the. It's like a whole lot of motherfuckers that cover this shit now on a smaller scale. Like, but they probably got it from him type shit. You feel me? Because he was just covering this shit. You feel me? I really can't even like act like he was really like, people blame a lot of those shit that was going on in Iraq on what he covered, but really, honestly, I feel like everything he covered was already going on. He was just talking about it, really. You feel me? Probably as he was blowing up, it was blowing it up, or as the scene of the drill scene was blowing up, it was blowing him up, and it was blowing everything else up, which what he was speaking on. But it was like, at the time, we like, damn, what the fuck? It kind of kept niggas informed. I ain't gonna even lie. Like, you feel me? It wasn't really always cool, because sometimes he used to say shit, like, in the midst of him talking to, you know, to getting his point across, he'd say shit that really just used to get under our skin. You feel me? We were like, what the fuck is this nigga? You feel me? We ready to get on his ass. But it also used to keep niggas like on point with what's going on, because like, everybody ain't gonna know everything. So when the motherfucker be out there like, oh, this is what happened to and talking about it, you find like, oh yeah, you feel me? And sometimes bloggers, they be feeling like they detectives, so it be they feel like it's their job to get the whole scoop. So he coming talking about everything, motherfuckers finding out, figuring out what's going on, you feel me? So it really, at one point, it's like it was kind of like a 50-50 thing, love, hate, like, you feel me?
Did he have like any inside connections that he was getting information from?
Bro,
or
I
anything?
swear, like, to this day, I really don't know, because it's like, he out of town. So it's like, when the fuck was you ever really getting this type of intel? It's like, bro, that's how I know it be so many people involved in this shit that be helping people. You feel me? That just be like, getting a motherfucker like really like information and what's going on around, because a motherfucker get to knowing who you into it with, who did what, who to mention and who to speak on and all that shit. I know it be niggas giving motherfuckers the scoop. You feel me? Niggas don't just put this shit together themselves, because they don't even know everything. So that's really like, I feel like it was, I definitely feel like motherfuckers was helping him.
You know, man, that reminds me of what you brought up earlier about like the YouTube pages with bodies and
Yeah.
yo, that shit is like
Creepy.
crazy.
Creepy.
You know what I'm saying? When I first came across that, like, I mean, I don't know what's real and what's not real, you know, but I don't see a lot of people saying that the shit ain't real.
And you know, it just be like this, bro. The fact of the matter is, who the fuck, whether it's real or not, if I'm from Nebraska, or even not even, because a lot of the people that do that not even from this country, bro. Like, they don't even speak English. Like, they don't even talk English. They Russians and all type of shit. And these fucking people will get on that bitch and just say shit and put shit out to the world and won't care about the consequences. And on top of that, would really like, bro, when I feel like when you get the name and people, like, bro, you didn't come up with me. You don't know me for real. Like, the fact that you woke up one day and was like, I wonder who he killed and who, like, the fact that this is something that you want to know and want to make your business to the point where that you will put out false information or shit that you can't verify because you hooked on some type of fix of wanting to know who killed who and making niggas look like savages. That shit is creepy, bro. Like, people be so infatuated and fascinated with other people's life that they never met. That shit is scary. I be having to tell people this, bro. Don't be trying to base your life off what you see on social media and all this shit, bro. Don't get hooked into chasing that drug, bro. That trying to figure everything out and want to judge everybody and be all in everybody's business and shit, bro. That just be you, do you, folks. These people wake up and be like, he did, he killed woo woo. Yeah, let's put that shit on social media and make up fucking fake shit about it and say he was, I'm talking about, bro, reading some of that shit as a real nigga who really, like, reading some of that shit just be so weird, like, you feel me? It'd be a whole lot of shit they be mentioning from about, maybe even from when this shit even first clouded up, like, talking about shit from like, okay, if y'all talking about after 2012, I don't understand y'all or get y'all thinking y'all know, but I feel like at this point, everything was getting put out to the world, so y'all probably feel like y'all know more after 2012 or 2013. But if y'all speaking about shit in 2010 and 9, and y'all don't know nothing about that, bro. Y'all really don't. Like, y'all don't know nothing about pre-Chief Keef. Y'all don't know nothing about pre-Chief Keef. Nothing that, like, y'all don't even know shit about shit post Chief Keef. Like, y'all be dead wrong about a lot of shit that happened post Sosa blowing up. 2013, 2012. But the shit before him, y'all have no clue. Y'all shouldn't even waste time trying to even dissect or, like, put shit out there about that type of shit, because y'all be dead ass wrong.
Well, I thought we would end this on a positive note. You know, I think yesterday or the day before, a picture came out with FBG Duck's mom.
Yeah.
With L.A. Capone's mom.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about that?
I had talked to my mama like a couple days ago. You feel me? Because Mother's Day was coming up, you know, so I'm just talking, we conversating and shit, and she was telling me about what was going on. And she told me about it, you feel me? She told me that that's what she was doing. And I'm like, wow, you always up to something. She always got something up her sleeve, you feel me? And the thing about it is, bro, like, that shit don't be far-fetched anyway. Like, if you know Chicago, bro, like, if you think about it, like, my mama and daddy from the low end. L.A. mama and daddy from the low end. You feel me? Duck mama and daddy from the low end. Like, these people, mothers and fathers, really probably already came across paths with each other back in the 90s or 80s. Like, the fact that they children be beefing be like some shit that just like, because, you know, motherfucker grow, the projects get knocked down, people space out, you look up, your kid ended up on this side and they kid ended up on that side, and now they into it. But y'all was in high school together. Y'all was goddamn it, all at these little bars and clubs and, you know, kicking it in the projects, running around doing all type of shit together. You feel me? There's a lot of motherfuckers. They from the Wells, they from Stateway. This all 35th and 39th. Like, all that shit, these motherfuckers be knowing each other. So it's like, our parents linking up really is like, that's some shit that, like, should be appreciated, but they never had ill beef with each other in the first place. Like, they actually knew each other or really know, like, bro, being from the low end, you kind of like one big ass family. Like, everybody didn't cross paths before. Like, unless you were on the op side or something. But other than that, if you really from the low end or you really from like these areas, bro, your people's like, y'all know each other. Like, I know, like, I got famous parents on the low end. Like, I could say My mama and my daddy name, they got one name basis. That's how you know them people. They just say their name. They ain't gonna say which one or none. They gonna, oh yeah, brr, brr. Like that's how it is. You feel me? Like so motherfuckers like the mothers, they already always was kind of like, you feel me, knowing each other probably or cross paths anyway. It just be the children, bro. You feel me? But what I do like is my mama, she a pioneer. Like she always be like ahead of everybody else with shit. You feel me? Like she always she be trying to jump on shit first. She get ideas and she'll put them bitches in motion. You feel me? She ain't gonna just sit around and think on it. She gonna put that shit in motion. She had little Snoop mama, all type of motherfuckers there. You feel me? Like not just the parents that of the kids that lost their life in Chirac streets. It's all type of parents of talented rappers and people of fame that was just that just would participated in that shit, you know. So my mama, she really like she be on point. She a pioneer. She always on top of that shit.
I thought it was a good visual. You know, back in like 2000, 2001. I don't remember the exact year, but it was award ceremony, and Tupac's mom and Biggie's mom, you know, both came out, you know, and I think they presented an award, you know, and that year, and Jay-Z won that award, and it just was like, you know, it just kind of felt good, you know what I'm saying, to see them together like that, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
kind of just as like a, I don't know how to explain it, you know what I'm saying, but just like a positive vibe, you know what I'm saying, putting into the universe.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. You said it be so much shit fucked up going on. You be needing that type of shit. You feel me? Like needing shit that give you like a better feeling about everything that's going on around you. Like you feel me? That shit really be raw. You feel me? Like it always. Sometimes like that beef shit. That shit don't be about shit. Sometimes you be having to see motherfuckers come together. That shit is like hope, because you be knowing what the fuck took place before it got to this point. Like seeing Jay-Z and Nas do that shit after all of the shit, all the stages they had over their career, that shit like hope, possibilities. You feel me? Like anything is possible. You feel me? Like these niggas was gunning for each other's careers. You feel me? Like not just on some, yeah, I hate you, nigga. These motherfuckers stopping each other from eating, trying to do some shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? So you be needing that type of shit in the world, especially with this, like with our shit. This shit, like this murder. You feel what I'm saying? This ain't no shit like just rap beef. This murder. You know what I'm saying? So whenever we could shed a little light on the nice side or the positive note, that shit always a plus, really.
Well, Tay, man, great interview, man. I think people are gonna love it, man.
Yeah,
It's
folks.
always dope working with you.
Yeah, you know, folks. You know we always go cool every time. Folks now.
Man, I appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you too, folks. Yeah, folks. Y'all already know. Take Capone, man. Cam Capone. You know how we rocking, folks.
Oh, you got something dropping, right? I think you know, I seen a clip dropping.
Yeah, folks. Friday. Well, I don't know what the fuck day is gonna be by the time this come out, but May 14th. May 14th, dropping this shit called Way Back When. I'm basically talking about how I got in the streets, probably leading up to like around the time when LA got killed. You feel me? Just really just giving a little inside scoop on how shit, try to tell a story, and you know, I put a lot of time, effort, and energy into this shit. So that shit dropped May 14th. Way Back When, that shit going up. Make sure y'all tune in. I don't know if it's gonna be out already by the time this shit come out or what, but when y'all see this, go tune the Way Back When. Take Capone, Way Back When, May 14th. For now.
All right, bro. Appreciate you.
Yep, gang.
For sure.